Why is it we attract the things that we don't want? Well, we're going to talk about that this morning. This is Tom Kieran with the Be Something Wonderful studio in San Diego, California. Welcome back, guys. Great to be here. It's November 25, 2020. And so we touched on this. We talked about why we don't always attract the things that we want, right? In fact, many times we attract the things we don't want. We're going to talk more about that. Yesterday we talked about God's greatest gift, the power to create your own reality, but with God, right? With God. God is part of you. All things are possible with God. And then I talked about that your creative power is always on. Now, this could be good news and bad news depending on what you're thinking, feeling, and believing about yourself and others and the world. So if it's always on, this means you're always creating. This is a gift. For sure, guys, this is a gift. But if your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs are negative, you're going to end up with creations that you probably don't want, okay? So remember, it's always on. Creating is a sure thing. It's a sure thing, guys. Okay, so today, my flip chart. I told you I'd get my flip chart. Amazon delivered. I knew it. Okay. Why do we sometimes get things that we don't want? Why? Well, I talked to you about that creation is always on. There's no off switch. Always. You're creating all the time. Maybe when you're sleeping and dreaming, you're creating then too. You're always creating. You're creating. It's always on. Here's the thing, guys. It's conscious versus unconscious creating. When we're unconsciously creating, when there's underlying beliefs that we're not always thinking of, when we're feeling a certain way, but we're saying something different, this is unconscious creation, right? This is where a majority of this is why we don't always attract what we want, right? You can say, for example, I want more money. I want more money. And it's for sure that, and I bring up money because this seems to be a big thing with most people, right? So let's use money because money's good too, guys. Money, we all want money. Money is good. Money's energy. It's just like anything else. We just put a lot of baggage on money, but it's energy like anything else. And really, it's a lot of our beliefs about money is what blocks money. This is why we don't always get what we want. It's this unconscious, it's this idea that we're unconsciously creating. I remember when I grew up, my mother, money doesn't grow on trees. You guys remember that one, right? You got to work hard for money. Money, there's not a lot of money. It's lack, 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 lack. That's all we hear. That's all we grew up in. It's no wonder we have this big bogus beliefs about money and how to earn money. Money's just energy. Money's like anything else. It comes to you when you line up with anything. You got to think like God, but you got to think like money. Money wants to come to like-minded individuals. Think like God. Think like money. Okay, so you attract what you think, feel, and believe. This is a big deal, guys. I don't know what that is. We'll make this into an exclamation point. What you think, feel, and believe. We're going to talk about each of these over the coming videos. But because many of us have these weighted beliefs, we're carrying all this baggage about money. All these bogus beliefs, all these false premises about money, that we have this feeling of lack. Yes? Anytime you have a feeling of lack, this energy of wanting, that drives your manifestations away. Right? It's when you chase things, guys, they run away. That's why they call it chasing. Chasing, right? If you chase money, you have a feeling of lack. In your vibration is that feeling that I don't have it yet. The universe gives you more of not having. That's how it works, guys. I don't make these laws up. The universe, that's how it works. You can't fool God, right? God will not be mocked. What does that mean? Well, it means that you will get exactly what you're thinking, feeling, and believing. So if you're unconscious, if you're in an unconscious state, if you've got all these bogus beliefs buried down there, you will attract according to those. How do we hack this, guys? Because a belief, I think Abraham Hicks says this, abraham-hicks.com a lot, and I love this one, that beliefs is just a thought you keep thinking. So how do we change that? It can be difficult, right? You can't say, I don't want to think that, because you end up thinking it, right? This is it. This is the problem. How do we hack it? We talked about this a few days ago. I think you know what I'm going to say. We talked to this. So if you want to get out of the feeling of lack, you want to get out of that energy of wanting, needing, you want to get into the energy of having. Hopefully you can see this, of having it already. How do you do that? How do you get in the feeling when you're feeling lack and you're feeling wanting? How do we get into that powerful feeling of having it already, knowing it's already ours? Well, I know you guessed it. Gratitude. There it is. So, how do we get what we want when we're feeling lack? You can't get there from lack. Okay, so guys, I know it can be frustrating, right? But you can't get there. This is you. Negativity attracts more lack. This is you in lack, and you attract more lack when you're on that negative pace. That's all you can get. That's all you can get when you're in that negative state. How do we get out of the negative state? How do we get in a state where we're building a base of that we don't have to so much monitor our thoughts. We don't have to monitor our feelings. We don't even have to mess with our beliefs. We can let those change automatically and organically as we feel better. So guys, here's the key. You got to stop judging and get into gratitude. Look at that money around that guy. Yeah? Judge not by appearances. Remember what the Bible said. What did that mean? It means that if something negative comes up in your reality, you've got to start looking at that as good. You've got to be grateful for every outcome. This is the God connector. This connects you to God. Grateful for every outcome. That is powerful. That gets you out of the state of lack. That gets you out of the state of wanting. Knowing that it's already yours. You're grateful for what you already have and knowing that you can have anything you want and when you want it, anytime. Be thankful in advance. We talked about that. Walsh, the guy who wrote Conversations in God, Neale Donald Walsh. Be thankful for in advance. Be grateful for every outcome, because every outcome, if you know that you can have anything you want, if you know that you are God, that you have that God particle, that you have that all God power, you can be thankful for every outcome because you know what's coming. So even when those negative events come up, be grateful. There's so much power in gratitude. It's the magic. It's the magic. I think Neale Donald Walsh, God told him that you're like us humans, us humaning around, we're like magicians who forgot our tricks, right? What's the trick? Well, it's not a trick, it's magic. It's not even magic. It's the universal laws. It's who we are. It's our divinity. Stop judging. It leads to gratitude. Judge not by appearances. We judge and I'm talking judging in a broader sense, that we judge events and things that come up in our life. We get an email that we don't like. We're judging that email. A lot of stuff starts entering our mind, right? We're quick to judge. Is this good? We want to categorize everything. We want to pigeonhole it. We want to say it's good or bad, right? Right or wrong. Right away, guys, you're going to find this, right? We often want to put things as right or wrong or good or bad. this duality of things, judging things. Who are we to judge? Remember, we don't have that broader, wiser, more benevolent perspective. So if you start judging every outcome as good and get into that constant state of gratitude, this is perfect for tomorrow, right? Thanksgiving is tomorrow. Stop judging. Jesus said it, judge not by appearances, right? Know that Jesus and God and the divinity in you is leading you to everything you want on that path of least resistance. Not everything that comes up is going to appear to be to be leading you there, but that's where you've got to hold strong, right? Remember what the great late Wayne Dyer said. Instead of seeing is believing, he said, believing is seeing. Believing is seeing. That's powerful. Wayne Dyer was amazing. That is powerful, right? Believe. Maybe others have said that as well than Wayne Dyer, but I just remember him more than others. Believing is seeing. Believe first, and then you'll see that money. Believe that you have the money, and then you'll see the money. Believe that you'll have the love, and then you'll see the love. Yes? Believe that you'll have that weekend with friends, and you'll have that weekend with friends. Believe it. Believing is seeing. We had it all wrong. We had it all backwards. That seeing is believing. No, because you're just seeing things that have already been created. Abraham Hicks says it's like gum that's been all chewed up. Okay, guys, that's really what I wanted to talk with you today. There'll be more later today. This is Tom Kieran with the Be Something Wonderful studio of Higher Consciousness in San Diego, California. It's Wednesday morning, November 24, 2020. It's Thanksgiving tomorrow. Guys, you should be in gratitude all the time, but especially now. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. It's a little cartoon of me, a caricature of me with a headset. Press that, or subscribe anytime through the video with Be Something Wonderful to the, I think it's to the right side of the video. Don't forget to press the like button and the notification button so we can keep you up to date. Remember, we're here to help you level up and become the best version of yourself. This is Tom Kieran in the Be Something Wonderful studio of Higher Consciousness. Until later today.